spirit wander. My soul escapes with nowhere to go, alone in the world with no one I know. A howling moon sits, taunting me slowly, cursing my presence as if I were unholy. A spirit walk is what I have taken. Fear has set in, and I am quite shaken. My body eludes me. When can I return? This thought a source of grave concern. This may be one of my many mistakes, when suddenly without warning, my body wakes. One cycle. One trigger-happy asteroid belt. One spurious, stupendous, canonical explosion. One temperature shift, causing destruction. One Krampus scurrying like rabbit. One splendor ruined in moments. One healing starts, rebuilding begins. Privileged. Holiday for the privileged, swinging their golf club while the frightened dine on peanut butter. The clueless on two legs, just another hollow knob unfortunately blessed with the miracle of luck. Why does the sun's bright orange glow shine brighter for some and not others? Minor collision. Starfish dancing before our eyes. One moment all is bliss, then crunch. As if both vehicles got frisky with each other, bumpers kissed, leaving wreck and ruin behind. You try to converse with the other driver, but quickly realize they are apathetic. Frustrated emotion leads to anger, a moment of silence to calm your nerves. Try to remember and keep focus. This isn't some slumdog committing intentional crime. This was a simple accident. He just simply wasn't paying attention. Thank all holiness that the children are safe. Nobody will be punctual to work or school today. The accident could have been graphically worse. In the end, everyone is unharmed. Blink of an eye. In a blink of an eye. Did you see it? Did you feel it? A ghost walked on your grave. You realize what could be yours if only you took a chance. Lived just a little more, worried just a little less. There are no second chances. There are only attempts to seize the moments while we have them. All could be blown away in the blink of an eye, like dust in the wind. It could all be over. Love strikes. You know when it happens to you, as if awoken from a slumber known as your life. That moment hits, and eureka, you are in love. New love flowing freely without a care. Reflection of life mirrored in your eyes. Couples bliss, ignorant to the ways of the world. Betrayal not even fathomable in your universe. You travel together on the journey. Love's home has no room for invidious thoughts, as you spend more time together still. Two people's findings scattered among a common place, every day and week inseparable, ready to take the next step. You will know when love strikes. The earth moves out from under you. Your world becomes bigger than yourself. This moment comes when you aren't seeking. Those who have it aren't willing to share. Those who are desperate are unable to see. The love so powerful. Survive the dream. Fast thrill turning to terror. An eye blinking too slowly. Just another prey to stalk. Violent mouth giving off heat. Victim of some monstrous hunger. Will to rise from this dream fading. Is there any point trying to survive? Slow recovery. Re-energize reassurance and rekindle the zen. Coddle faltering emotions and commiserate our misery. Pontificate how to rejuvenate or prognosticate a return of hope. Some recovery on the horizon, yet never coming soon enough. The Novelist. One could never call her vapid author, as she types the last few lines feverishly. This manuscript would be her juggernaut, her greatest creation filled with her raw talent. Perspire dripping from her head as she reached for a title, one that would fit her vision perfectly. A cacophony of eerily creepy laughter heard, which erupted from her lips as she smiled. The title would be Island of Hate, most fitting for a story of loyalty betrayed. She then grabbed her one celebratory prize, a treat that she partook in after every book, a good old-fashioned chocolate bar that tastes almost as sweet as her triumph. Persistence failed. Clothing of tattered uniform and caftan, opportunity some ephemeral spirit long past. Another Earth Mother's stupendous cynosure ends up as some surprised mendicant poet, served up like some unwanted barbecue dish in the restaurant known as life itself, when persistence really didn't pay off. Mother's Restaurant. Persistence of some barbecue recipe, opportunity leading to surprise cynosure, ephemeral aroma drawing in scores of patrons, from those in uniform to mendicant musicians. Caftan-wearing servers cater with a poet's care. Another day at the stupendous Mother's Restaurant. Impeccable Failure. Lamentations of a Friday joke. Stellar prank, a careful selection, resulting in an unpleasant statement more haunting than a Gaddafi spirit. Archaic tone not quite respectful, watching shock morph into anger, faces breeze past orange to red, final command to simply get up. Recourse of tumultuous nature, interception of hindsight, far too late for comfort, consequences must be paid. The Candy Ghouls. Beasts in a zombie gander, at goods one would pander, kids don blank white sheets, and perambulate noisy streets, with every treat another fool, deliberations of a wispy ghoul, more laughter begins to soar, at a not-so-scary lion roar. Distance between every shout, as more kids exert their clout, calorie and caridian lost, as candy corns are tossed. Fix for chocolate and a fright, supplement the long school night, and forgiving bedtimes long past, as piles of treats are amassed. Time the only solution for this candy deluge. Foreign Feast. As foreign as some Indian apple strudel, an anomaly or some cuisine compromise, maybe a feast to support the insatiable, plate of bacon served up swiftly, hasty dressage of some galloping server, a kitchen superintendent roars for support, a singular dessert finishes the display. Global Giving. Graceful lucent thoughts, some loving random philanthropy, needing no braggadocio, nor sibilant approval. Generosity should be given around the globe. Disagreements. Cantankerous, ambiguous simiont of despair, slurry of bristle words flying like an egret, bouncing off sanity and reason like a handball. Eureka discovered when you finally exceed. Fantastic frustration found in Ohana, a commitment of which bound by bloodline, which has a majestically strong resilience when faced with disagreements. Blue Lightning. In the enchanted darkness, a scintillating flash of lightning, as if cast by a black witch, or spewed forth like some dragon breath. Futile attempts to circumvent being hit, thrown from your bicycle in a fiasco. Stunned, extremely laborious breathing. Inquisitive lungs beg for intubation, as if needing a refresher course. Devastated, yet thankful to be alive. Injuries seem purely superficial and benign. Hair looking as if styled by an autotonsorialist. Some random bad luck or fateful warning. One isolated blue lightning strike. Facing Phobia. Hippopotamonstruses scriptodeleophobia. Not just some grounded claustrophobia, or exhausted turmoil of agoraphobia, withering receipts of taxophobia, or the delicious taste of cybophobia, the flower of some anthrophobia, silver tongue of glossophobia, final resolve of allodoxophobia, living in a pandemic, utopia. The coming age. Pray for the savage storm coming, most unwelcome and unnatural vaudeville, where a collision of bizarre fire and rain seek to undo superfluous human existence. Poet and prophet are brothers in fear. People volunteer their souls as penance, and every magazine preaches the nearing end, with birds chirping their final tweet. From Sydney and London to Oklahoma City, no country left unscathed from this totality, as this birthday will be our last day. Cold feet. Jazz music unable to sway reaction. Bike pedal simply stuck and idle. Maddening state of razzle-dazzle, driving you almost suicidal. Many moments blink like popcorn, blueberry gowns in her and white. Great wrench in life's works, feeling now like a plight. No great processor of solutions, hooked in returning procrastination. Love not some deciduous usufruct, so moment ends in desolation. Curious storefront. In a distant, curious storefront, a haberdasher beckons invitingly. No items of noticeable usability found, nor confections of the finest sugar. Opening with a simple slideshow ruse, fantasies to sustain every mortal soul. Here, minds wander on a daydream's pyre, and sanguine teenager titans gather, chasing comely nereids in wicked games. Dense, loathsome serendipity knows no beginning. Angst's countenance etched on far too many faces. The trap is laid without any realization, a soul bargained in a tilted game. Your fate is sealed for eternity. Forgotten vagrants. Motivated by cocktails, pride will lead to the morgue. Repugnant society truant wanders. Rambunctious freezing rain, no triumph over nature today, while sleeping in no estate. A body suffering from infarction, with a rump of skin and bones, an echo of brassy Victrola cries. The forgotten vagrants linger, lost among failed policy, without promise. Princess Thief. Cantankerous fastidious spirit, with incognito intentions, compunction for mischief, uniquely profound. Dank destitute beginnings, and a discombobulated home. Childhood a travesty volcano, overcome by opportunity. Now a lonely ghost rider, magnanimous success stolen, large gems the size of planets, larceny not so petty. Suspicious excruciating silence, creeping through hedgerow, as quiet as cotton socks, never captured on video. An untimely midnight stroll, glimpse of stealthy beauty, keep your valuables safe from the Princess Thief. Femme Mortelle. Not just some pretty concubine, as if powered by Nike agility. Deadly beauty leaping around, devastation in bodies fall, evidence of her rare niche, art in a dying scene. Desired inclusion of every lineman, diversity of each temporary distraction, in a profane, dull-set life denied love, reticent career of isolation, responsive to every decision, bound to be her undoing. The Climb. Monday's crystal vision, salacious quest of life. You softly peck your way, silently over the cacophony. Enthusiastic measures pay off. Corporate ladder with sword rungs, caring not for loss of fiducia as long as you reach the top. Rainbow Games. Inspiration from recolored rainbows. Engage sunshine with a hint of haughtiness. The phalanx of a dragon cloud attempts to plug. Almost indecent venture attempted to no avail. Wind tries to assuage failure instead of cachinnate, as sunlight dances like cedar tractor beams. This visual treat as sweet as any blow pop. These are the Rainbow Games.